Okay, another thing, right? Okay, so another thing that I also thought I will talk to you is regarding um, guessing, right? They say that you have to take some guesses in UPSC because there are 100 questions and there is no way we will know all the answers, right? Very true. Now I'll tell you again, I'll just recap this. Approximately 20-25% of the questions are easily doable. Okay, 50%, approximately around half the paper is going to be something that if you have a strong base, you have done your standard books, okay, and you've solved some mocks, you will be able to apply and solve some more questions as well. That will be approximately 50%. There will be some 20-25% questions that are extremely difficult to do. The chances of you attempting those and getting them wrong is extremely high, right? Literally 20-25, it is really left to sort of your ability to sort of come out with some answer, right? But look at the probabilities there, okay? If you look at the probabilities, and I'm sure that you might need just a basic understanding of probability. Now let's just say that I'm taking a group of 10 questions, right? If I take 10 questions and if I get, let us say, all 10 right, that is a maximum of 20. Right now, let us say these are guesses, right? Educated guesses or some sort of guesses. It could be that you get even 50-50 right. 5 questions right and 5 questions wrong. You still end up in positive 6.67. Okay. In fact, you have guessed, okay, and then you look at this ratio 10, right? Out of 10, you're getting only 3 right and 7 wrong. Okay, obviously these are questions that you probably, somewhere at the moderate level, okay? Even there, you are ending up in the positive, right? And only if it is, I beg your pardon, this should be 10, or sorry, this should be 10. Let me just fix that really quick. Okay, so if you take a look at this like this, unless you get everything wrong, you're going to get minus 6.67, right? So think about this. Think long and hard when you're taking, shots at some of the questions that you're not very sure of, but you want to ensure that you do make some sort of an attempt. If you take a look at the same thing with five sort of questions, okay, maybe you're going to guess on 5 questions, right? If you get it all right, it's around 10. But even if you get 2 questions right and 3 questions wrong, you end up still with 2. Now you might look like this is just a little bit of a 2. I don't know if it is really worth my time, right? Whether and it could go this way also, minus 3.33. But depending upon how you want to sort of deal with this, right? Do you want to protect yourself with less negative? Because as you progress, so for instance, the first 20-25 questions, right? So let's say the first 25 questions are easy, focus on those. Okay, next 50 questions are somewhere in the moderate range, and these 25 questions are generally extremely hard, right? The chances of you taking some shots here, it could possibly land you here, but the chances are if you take guesses somewhere here, you would be somewhere in this range, right? 10 out of 10 is unlikely, okay, but somewhere here at least you can be especially for the moderate, depending upon how well is your foundation and how well you've read your standard books. I think you could be in the positive, right? In the very difficult questions, of course, there is no guarantee that you will be in the yellow, right? As in the positive, there is a very good chance that you can be here. I have I tend to be here when I take, like, these guesses. I've seen a lot of you also end up making a lot of mistakes when you're taking it's just that you have to know that you are in this zone or in this zone, right? So easy, let's say moderate, and then you have your difficult, right? So just keep this in mind, okay? This is also another thing that will help you understand, right? So somewhere here, moderate, and if you feel like you have an ability to make educated guesses, great, okay? The chances of you being here will be higher. Okay, if you're taking, some sort of guesses in the most difficult sort of questions, the chances of you being here, sorry, the chances of you being here also is possible, right? It is possible, right? So you want to see where exactly it is. Is it a moderate level question? Is it a difficult level question? Are you planning on going for all 100? Are you planning on going for 85 and saving some time so that you can solve and you can think long and hard about some questions? All of these things are basically left to you. So I hope this sort of like data analysis also gives you a perspective, right? Whether you want to take guesses and whether you do not want to, or you should not be taking guesses. Okay, now this should be backed not just based on your hunch during that exam. It should actually be based on this analysis, right? And I hope this is very clear, right? Your gains are going to be like almost like 20, okay, and negatives are minus 6.67. So there is a downside as well. So I hope this helps. This should help you in whenever you're making, let's say there are 5 guesses that you're going to make. Try to see what exactly are the chances. Okay, if these are the chances, how willing are you to go for that extra risk? Okay, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? So this is a call that you can take. Okay, now I hope that this data basically helps you make a very conscious decision in that exam hall on whether to make an educated guess or not to go for it. Okay, I hope it helps. Okay, all right.